Good morning everyone. Myself Santhiya Chandran, working as an assistant professor in Theivanai Ammal College for Women in the Department of Computer Science. Today we are going to see about Java application programming. The agenda for today's classes, we'll be seeing first introduction to Java programming, second how do we set up our Java environment, the third the core concepts used in Java, the fourth the role of control flow in Java programming, the five OOPS concept, 6 exception handling, then the role of input output, multithreading in Java. First one, introduction to Java programming. What is Java? Java is a versatile, popular programming languages used worldwide. Its strengths are platform independence, object-oriented design, and robustness. The latest version of Java as of September 2023 is Java 21. Java is used in Android apps, enterprise software and much more. First one, what is platform independence? That means we will write the code for once and we can run the code in any OS. It is completely platform independence. And the other one is it is a popular high-level programming language. Next, how do we set up our Java environment? First of all, we need to install the JDK, that is Java Development Kit from the Oracle website. Second one, configure environment variables. In this configure environment variables, we need to set the Java home and path. Why do we need it? To enable the Java execution from the command line. It has the tools so that we can compile and run the program. Third one, choose an IDE. The popular options includes Intel IDEA, Eclipse, VS Code. These are the things with Java extension. First one, Intel IDEA. It has smart suggestions so that we can get the code easily. The Eclipse, it has the way of fast and it is expandable. The VS Code, it has many extensions and libraries. And the last one, manage packages. We can use Maven or Gradle to handle the project's dependencies efficiently. Next, the concepts. The core concepts includes variables and data types. We have variables like int, character, float, double. As we have no int is integer, character means group or letter, string a group of characters. And what is a variable? It is a manager. It means it is used to store our data types. And how do we declare the variables? We can declare the variables using the int, double, boolean and string. We'll be declaring using it. And it has two types. One is primitive types and the other one is reference types. Primitive types means int, double. It will be playing the role of primitive types, and for reference we will be using string. The primitive types used to store the raw data and reference types to point the object. And we have types conversion also. There are two types of type conversion. One is implicit casting, that means automatic type conversion, and the other is explicit casting, manual conversion by the programmer. Implicit casting, we can be converting from smaller to larger, and explicit conversion we will be doing from larger to small. Next one, the role of control flow, making decision. How do we make decisions in Java? There are four types of statements. First one is conditional statement, switch statement, loops, loop controls. What is conditional statement? We will be using if, else if for decision making. If I have conditions like I need to satisfy an others, then I'll be using if this condition satisfies, I'll be using if it doesn't satisfy, I'll be going for if else. And then switch statement. What is switch statement? It is used to handle the multiple cases with the switch, including the default case. If this condition I don't want, if this condition occurs, I need to switch to this index case, I need to print it, then I'll be using this switch statement. Loops. What does I mean for loops? Loops means the programs will be repeatedly occurring. We can use for, while and do while. When I know the number of iteration, I can use for, and while I need to check the condition before the program execution, and do while after the program execution. And then loop control. To break the loop or to exit the loop, we'll be using break to exit the loop and continue to skip iterations. Next, the role of object-oriented programming. We have class, object, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. What is a class? Class is also called as a blueprint. For example, we have a total number of students 50. There will be a rep. He will be known as blueprint. And the other students, the rest of the students can be called as the instance of the class. It has other names, objects. Encapsulation. Encapsulation means hiding the internal states and method. That means the background operations. We can see in, for example, in a phone, we will see the display and the movies which is running, but we don't know the background operation which makes them to run. This will be known as encapsulation. Inheritance and polymorphism. Inheritance means it will allow the class to extend other classes with extend keyword. That means we can inherit the properties. Polymorphism, it enables a method like overriding and overloading. Abstraction. Abstraction means it will give only the information which is needed. It doesn't tell about the background details or the functions which makes it run. Using abstract classes and interface, we can define the contracts. The examples for OOPs includes, if I have a superclass that is named as animal, then the animal category like dog and classes will be its subclasses. How? Next one, working with arrays. What is an array? Array is used to store the element of same data type. First one, how we'll be declaring the array. This array used for syntax used for arrays, int numbers, new int. So I'll be initializing the value 10. So how do we access and iterate it? Access the element using 0 based index and loops. If I have 10 elements, I will start this as 0 to 9. So totally there will be 10 elements. The index will be 0. Then multi-dimensional arrays. Multi-dimensional array means we'll be using as rows and column wise. The common operation we have used is sort, search and find the largest elements. Then exception handling. What is exception handling? That is the error which disrupts the program flow. First one, we need to understand what is exception. What is exceptions? Exception represent the errors during the program execution. Then handling blocks. How do we manage with this exception? I can use try, catch and finally blocks to manage this exception. How do we inform that we have an exception? We can use the throw to signal the error explicitly. What are the common types of used means? Null pointer exception, input output exception, arithmetic exception. These are the frequent one. And then input and output. There are two types of input and output. One is console output, input output and the other is file input output. Console input output. The user gives the input output and the output system displays the output. That will be known as console input output. And file input output, we have three types. One is file input output stream, file output stream, buffered reader, buffered writer. These are the operations we can be using for file input output. Then multithreading. The multithreading plays a crucial role in Java. What is multithreading in Java? Multithreading means we can run concurrently, improving the performance. We does not need to wait for a program to complete and the next program to start. Creating threads. How do we create a thread? We create the thread using extend thread class or implement runnable interface to define a thread or create a thread. Synchronization. To perform the locks or to avoid conflicts, we use the synchronized keywords. The common issues, we need to watch for race conditions and deadlocks in concurrencies. The importance of Java. First one, Java is independent. That means we need to write a code for once and we can run the code anywhere at any OS. Next one, it has very proper security. It has verifications also. Third one, vast library. It is very vast popular features. Thank you.